Hi!
Hey, where have you been? I've been waiting for 45 minutes.
So sorry, Pratia. We just got back from Jakarta and the traffic was super long. Yeah, we were too tired, so we fell asleep.
I told you that it was a bad idea to go there on the weekends, especially on Sunday. Well, how was it, by the way?
Oh my god, Fatia, it was so busy. Took us 4 hours to get there. Crazy, right? Yes, the heat was so strong, and I regret for not bringing my umbrella.
Seriously? That bad?
Yeah, the atmosphere is very different compared to my homeland.
Ah, you know lah, global warming.
Oh, I hear that Jakarta also often got flooded. Is that true? Yeah, especially in rainy season, because Jakarta is lowland city located between the river and coast.
Rainy season, lowland city, dense city, overly populated, you name it. But I believe that this global warming is still guilty for this case.
What's global warming? Doesn't that only causes high temperature?
Of course not. Global warming is way bigger, way dangerous than you think. Okay, let me ask you something. What happens in global warming?
When the ozone layers, which are the layers that protect us from the UV ray, get thinner and thinner.
Then Moray goes through the layer and gets stuck between the layer and the earth, leading a high temperature.
Correct. And who made the layers thinner?
CO2.
Exactly. CO2 is one of the negative externalities that we often found. Vehicles, factories, even when we breathe. Not only trapping the UV ray inside, CO2 could affect our respiration system and pollute the whole environment. The more emission we produce, the greater the impact we'll get.
And then, what's the connection between global warming and flooding?
Due to this global warming, the atmosphere becomes thirstier and pulls more water from the oceans, the lakes, and even the soil through evaporation. Every 1 degree Celsius increase in air temperature allows the atmosphere to hold about 7% more water vapor, meaning more fuel for rain, even storms.
Oh, I see. How bad were the floods?
Back in March, the Jakarta flood was over 3 meters tall, you know?
What?
Yasmin isn't wrong. This disaster has took 9 lives. 4 victims died due to landslides and the rest were swept away by the flood currents.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Mayui, do you know how much economic loss it caused?
Millions leap year?
Worse, 1.69 trillion rupiah. The flood hit 6 areas that the losses and damage were mostly to housing, reaching nearly 80%. Bekasi City had the most impact from this disaster, according to BPBN article, costing almost 890 million of rupiah. Not only households, all other aspects were threatened, starting from healthcare, transportation access, public facility, infrastructures, until the education.
6 areas? What happened next?
Well, BNDP carried out recovery efforts by building Bailey bridges, repairing infrastructures, and relocating housing units. Also, the Jakarta government has carried out flood control by building flood control system, water pumps, vertical drainage, and made an application that helps the citizen to get any flood-related information quickly, called Jak Pantau. And also, to regulate the citizen to minimize any flood risks, the government made Perda or Peraturan Daerah, for example, the Perda DKI Jakarta number 7 year 2024.
Wow. I hope this effort will be sustainable enough and effective in preventing flood disasters. Yes, and let's hope it won't happen to our homeland.
Yeah, but we can just pray and think we'd be safe. We also need to act, starting now.
Now I understand. Global warming isn't just about higher temperatures. It's connected to real disasters like the Jakarta flood.
Yes, and it also brings economic impact losses, damage, and recovery costs that affect so many people.
Exactly, and that's actually the goal of our project to show that global warming is both an environmental and economic issue. Everything is connected.
So, if this keeps happening, the losses will only grow bigger, right?
Definitely. That's why solutions matter, not only fixing the damage but preventing more disaster in the future.